What a day today has been. I had my doctor's appointment this morning, and my spirometer results for my lung gauge are 63 years old, and I'm 34 years old physically. Um, let's see what else. My phenol levels were 12 parts per million, 12 parts per billion, I mean, not million, ppb. And then they increased my peanut dose from 1 peanut to 1.5 peanuts for my immunotherapy. So I started out my life eating whatever. It wasn't until in my early 30s that I got tested for allergies. And some of my allergies were wheat, corn, soy, and nuts, specifically peanuts. So, at the recommendation of the ENT doctor that did the testing, I had cut wheat, corn, soy, peanuts, and other nuts from my diet. And that was a terrible thing to do. I avoided things. So my allergy to wheat and corn produces symptoms such as gas, a whole lot of gas. And I used to think that I was lactose intolerant, but that actually wasn't the case. It was the wheat and the corn. So I cut out those, but I typically would eat maybe 3 to 5 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, or peanut butter and banana sandwiches, or peanut butter and honey sandwiches. Technically that's toast, peanut butter, and honey, and then you just put it together to make less of a mess. Oh man, so delicious. My favorite candy bar or candy was Chico Stick, which is basically a peanut, well, sugar, peanut, and coconut candy. Very delicious. I'm salivating right now just thinking about it. And I'd eat Butterfingers. Oh, those are so good. Baby Ruth candy bars. Let's see what's the other ones. Big Hunk nougat with peanut. So good. Five Guys burgers and fries. Man, scoop up a tray full of peanuts, shell them, and eat them while my food's cooked. My Cajun fries are cooked in peanut oil. Oh my gosh, it was awesome. But as a result of not consuming wheat, corn, nuts, and other things I was allergic to, my body lost its resistance. Then I want to say about June of 2018, I was still avoiding things I was allergic to, but I went to an ice cream shop and ordered some ice cream that they scooped out, and they kept their scoops. I think they had 3 or 4 scoops in a bin of hot water, and somebody earlier in the day had gotten something that had peanut, and there was cross contamination through the bin of hot/warm water, and I went into anaphylactic shock. It wasn't like swelling up, it was more my blood pressure dropped dramatically. I felt chills, I couldn't get warm. It was a terrible time, and it was 2 days before the start of a new benefit year, and I hadn't met my deductible or maximum out of pocket, and I was planning on reaching my maximum out of pocket the next month for a surgery that I had scheduled. So I didn't use an EpiPen. So this is the EpiPen I have now that I carry. It's from the AviQ brand. And the great thing about it is it doesn't take as much space as an actual EpiPen. and it talks to you. It gives you instructions.
If having an allergic emergency, pull red safety guard down and off of ObbyQ.
It's a pretty cool thing, but I've been going to the Tanner Clinic, Rocky Mountain Allergy, for about a year and a half, and I went after my surgery on my sinuses. I went to try and get in on their immunotherapy or oral immunotherapy for peanuts, but I have severe, probably severe to even worse than severe asthma. So the first 6 to 9 months was they wanted to try and get my asthma to stabilize before starting immunotherapy. The concern was with my asthma that I have, if I started immunotherapy and I had a reaction to the peanut and my throat started to swell up, the concern was I wouldn't get enough oxygen. My basically blood oxygen levels would drop and I could suffer irreparable brain damage as a result of lack of oxygen. So we worked on my asthma. I've got different medicines. Spiriva, which is a daily inhaler. I've tried Singular. Maybe I'm messing up the name. Singular's to the Montelukast. I take that every day. And I've done the Advair Discus of different concentrations of the active ingredients. But I ended up going to Brio Elliptica for, so my 2 inhalers that I take every day are the Spiriva and the Brio. And then I do my Montelukast at night. I'm on histamine blockers such as Zyrtec, famotidine, Ranting. I take fexofenadine and Benadryl, and I still have really bad allergies. Right now, allergies are starting to get bad because spring is happening. But anyways, I'm rambling. So this morning, I suited up in a level C hazmat suit, basically a Tyvek suit, gloves, and a P100 respirator. Went to my appointment, had to touch like 3 or 4 common surfaces to get into the building and to get into my appointment, wash my hands as I normally do, but I also had the respirator, but I had the gloves, so technically I washed the gloves. And then I did Dupixent, injected it into my belly. That's a really weird thing to do. And then I got Xolair injections, 1 into each of my arms. And then after about an hour of observations to make sure I'm not having a reaction to either the Dupixent or the Xolair, then they increased my peanut to 1.5 peanut for the oral immunotherapy, and then sat there for close to another hour of observations. Once I left the doctor's appointment, I drove to the Bury Costco, and I went in and picked up a case of Premier Protein chocolate shakes for an older couple in my neighborhood that really shouldn't be out and about. And I figure, hey, I'm suited up in a hazmat suit, relative risk is low, so I went ahead, picked it up. And then I came home, went and dropped off a laptop to another older person in my neighborhood that needed a computer to work on stuff. And I anticipate getting lots of calls and text because I don't think they know how to use it, but I picked it up at the UVU surplus sale for them. They said they'd pay me $150 for it. But today, all they had was $35, so they said they'd pay me that and then pay me the rest later this month, which I really hope I get. Could use it. I'm not trying to tout my finances, but it's the first of the month, and my paycheck for the end of the month just paid the mortgage. So I've got less than $100 to go for the next month. But I'm going to be working from home. I might have to drive to work a couple times to do some stuff physically on campus. But should be able to do it. I've got my toilet paper. My hoarding of toilet paper. Not really. That toilet paper is toilet paper I bought back probably in 2019, early 2019. But it's good to have an emergency supply of stuff. And anyway, so I'm rambling. But yeah. And then I went to Walmart to try and pick some stuff up that was on a shopping list. I couldn't find everything I was looking for. So I went to another Walmart store. Still couldn't find what was on the shopping list. I went to Lowe's, picked up 5 bags of Quikrete concrete resurfacer, 40-pound bags, and I suppose maybe tonight I'll mix those up and pour them and level out a floor that's kind of rough. Or maybe I'll do that another time. But I'm just so tired and exhausted right now that I might launch this game, play a little bit, lose, maybe not, maybe just blow into the harmonica a little bit and end this video. I blow into the harmonica because if I just click to stop the stream, it generally cuts off the last 3 to 4 minutes. So anyways, sit back, relax, and plug your ears. I don't know what I'm doing, I just make noise. Let's do the alphabet backwards. Z, Y, X, W, V, U, T, S, R, Q, P, O, N, M, L, K, J, I, H, G, F, E, D, C, B, A.